This is our very first chat at this time on this day. So I think that's like really exciting, you know? I'm going to give everyone a couple minutes to join us, get organized, get comfy, get a snack, do the whole deal. If you're new here, hi, how are you? My name is Michelle. I am so glad that you have taken the time out of your day to come hang out with us here on live. As always, I really love asking you guys to comment, your name, where you're from, how you're doing, basically all the good stuff, just so we could get to know each other a bit better. So I'm just going to give everyone a couple minutes to get organized. We're going to be chatting for around 20-30 minutes or so, depending on how the convo goes. And I always like to say this: if you have any questions, comments, if I touch base on something you want me to clarify on, you agree, you disagree, please let me know. Please let me know, because these chats, again, are for you. And I'd love if you would leave me a comment. Let me know your name, where you're from, how you're doing, just anything to make the conversation more interactive. I might have mentioned this last time, but we're using a new streaming software now. So I feel like I'm kind of getting to know it. I feel like I keep looking at the screen to see myself, to make sure I'm in focus, but I'm also looking at the comments to make sure that everything is going well. So again, this is so strange because I feel like I'm so used to chatting to you guys Thursday. Well, we had like a weird schedule. For a while, we were chatting Thursday mornings, then we switched to Thursday afternoons, and now we're on Monday. But we're going to be having 2 chats a week. One will be Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern, which is right now. And then, I just got confused. I was clicking on the wrong thing. I'm looking at like the comment section here. The chat is ready to display messages. Click on a message. I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything right. We're going to be having the 2 chats a week, and the actual topics will be different for each chat. So you are totally welcome to come for one, come for both, whatever makes sense for you and your schedule, because I know we all have, different routines. We all have different lifestyles. So if you haven't already, feel free to comment where you're from, how you're doing, all the good stuff. Anyways, we're just going to jump right into today's topic, because I feel like the intros are always super long, but hey, that's how things go around here. But basically, it's Monday, and I feel like almost all of us kind of have like a negative association with Mondays. I just said that oddly. And I don't know, I think it doesn't have to be that way. Like, I'll tell you a little thing about me. Like, when I was growing up, like going to school and everything, Sunday nights, I would just be like I didn't feel like myself. Like, a part of me would feel anxious about what may or may not happen the upcoming week. And the other half was just kind of like excited about what's going to happen. But truth be told, I feel like it was more of an anxiety. And I don't know, like growing up, like being a kid in school, like even though you don't have to like pay bills or have worry about careers and worry about like mortgages and raising a family, like you still go through a lot of stress. And I feel like people don't really talk about that often. It's like being like, looking back now, I feel like being a teen was way harder than it is where I am right now, which is in my mid-20s. Like I would have anxiety about, like friendships, like if my friendship group was strong, if I got into a fight with someone, and like dating, and like keep making sure my grades were up to standards. And then, I don't know, it was a lot of stress. So I was kind of thinking of how I handled it then, and like how I would do it differently now, if that makes sense. I don't know, do any of you like feel that way? Do any of you agree, disagree? I'm just curious. Sorry, I'm just looking at the comment side here. I want to make sure that everything is working well. Oh, hello, Roni. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Please feel free to correct me. I was thinking a fun chat could kind of just be like how to set up your Sunday night / Monday morning for success to have like the best week you possibly can. And like some bad habits and some like better habits. So I'll tell you, I don't do this anymore, but for years and years, Sunday night, I would just stay up like all hours of the night, scrolling through my phone, like looking at like Facebook and all those things, and just like staying up at night because I didn't really want to go to sleep, and like chatting with friends and stuff over text. And looking back now, that was probably the worst thing I could have done, because although it was like fun in the moment, the next morning on the Monday, I was like beyond like exhausted. I was so tired, I couldn't think, and it would honestly impact my ability to concentrate and do the best I could in my classes, which like that's really it's not a good thing. But at the time, I didn't know, which is okay, because like we all live and learn. Nobody's perfect. We all have like good weeks, bad weeks, good years, bad years. But looking back now, the one thing I 1000% would have changed would be my sleep schedule and how I took on Sunday nights. Now that I'm older, like sometimes I still get a little anxious about the week ahead if it's going to be crazy. And what I'll do is I'll just spend pretty much, I guess like after 6, 7 o'clock on Sunday, I'll turn off pretty much all, like I won't turn off social media, but I will not check my social media. I will not check my email. I will check my texts and stuff, but that's pretty much it, just because I don't want to be tied down and get overly distracted and anxious by email. Like let's say your employer or a colleague or someone sends you an email on a Sunday evening saying like, hey, so-and-so, on Monday, could you please check this? Thanks so much. Like when I would see that in the past, I would just get so anxious and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I have to do this now, or I won't be able to finish it on the Monday, or I'll just be anxious about thinking about doing it on the Monday. I'll be like, what if I don't do it right? What if I make a mistake? Just kind of little things like that. And yeah, I just don't think that's really, like, it's not a healthy way to think like that. And now that I've gone through it and got to like practice it, I know now that whatever it is could 100% wait until the Monday and everything will be fine, and I'll have like a better headspace and I'll get through it. So limiting or totally not checking your email at all on, like Sunday nights, I think is really, really important. And to be honest, I think it's important kind of like every day of the week. It's like, I'm trying to explain it how I'm thinking. Like if something is seriously that much of an emergency where something like someone's going to get hurt or something really bad may or may not happen, I feel like the person involved in it will either send you a text message or give you a call. So if something is that crucial, it might be sent via email, but it might be followed up by a call or text, if you know what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I mean, it's also about thinking about like work-life balance. It's so important, I feel, to have a good variety of both, because I mean, of course, it's so important and amazing to do what you love and have a job that you love. I love what I do so much. I am lucky every single day. But at the same time, you need to incorporate other things that matter, like your family and your health. Your health is so important, and your friends and just the people who care about you. Like everyone has their own definition of what they find healthy, or healthy habits, I should say. Like some people love to work out, some people love to go on walks, some people love to like take a nap or take like a nice long bath or read a book. Whatever it is that makes you feel healthy and kind of like calm and relaxed, I think is so, so important, especially on Sunday nights / Monday mornings, because it kind of like gets you in the zone and ready to have like the best day and the best week possible. Because it's so true. Like there's tons of quotes around this, but the way you spend like your mornings and nights, I feel like 1000% reflects into reflects into your next day. You know what I mean? You guys know whenever we talk for so long, I always just get like beyond thirsty. And I did get a new water bottle a few days ago. I told you my old blue one, my favorite one, it broke. It was so sad, but I got a new one now. So I'm good. And where's the sticker? Yeah, the sticker is still on. I kind of like to wait for it to fall off on its own. I just think it's fun. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Do any of you guys like to what I'm saying? Do you have any like comments, ideas? I always just really like to know, yeah, like how you guys feel. I like hearing your opinions. I think it's really important and fun. But yeah, what was I getting at? Yeah, so the email thing is really good, and also kind of just not worrying about all like the what ifs and stuff like that. Because the truth is, even if like your Monday morning isn't going as planned, that doesn't mean the rest of the day is going to be like awful. You know what I mean? Because it's like you never know what could happen. You could get like an email or a call, or you could run into an old friend or something like just so amazing could happen. But you could kind of miss it by just being stuck in like a negative space, if you kind of like relate to what I'm saying at all. Yeah, so what else? Yeah, I think writing out also your goals and to-dos on a list is very, very important, because even if you only have like 3 things to get done that day, like we're all human, sometimes things pop up and like it'll just slip our mind. Like I always write out usually 2 to 3 lists, and I'll organize it by like this has to be done ASAP, and this should be done later in the afternoon. And it would be nice to get this done, but it isn't like, it won't like make or break the entire day. Like nothing super awful is going to happen if it doesn't get done, but if it does, that's a really good thing. And hello, Jordan. Thanks for commenting. Good morning. Good morning. For me, it is 11:15. Yeah, I would love to know what time it is for you guys where you are. If you're back at work, if you're at home, basically, yeah, what your deal is. But yeah, anyways, I really like writing things down because it just gives me one less thing to worry about. Because even if you only have 1 or 2 things to do that day, it is so easy for just like little things to slip your mind. Like if you promised someone you would email them back a certain number or a certain update and you just forgot. Like it's just like little things, but if actually having it written down and then crossing it off once it's complete, it just totally transforms everything, I feel. Good morning. Hi, 10:13 in the morning. Very nice. Yeah, so I'm in the Eastern Standard Time, and generally I'm like thinking like, okay, what time is it for me? Like Eastern, like what time is it for people in California? What time is it for people here? I always just get curious. Anyways, yeah, time zones. Yeah, also, so how are you guys? Oh, Brazil, very cool. Yeah, so I want to know, like, how are you guys doing right now? Like, what is going on in your life? Is your Monday off to a good start? Are you excited for the week ahead? Like, I don't know, just like, what is up with you guys? I always just want to know. It makes me feel just like closer, like, you know, because we really are friends. Like, we've been hanging out here on Pal Talk. We've been hanging out on the live videos for several months now. And yeah, it's just cool. Yeah, so I am the social media manager here at Pal Talk, and I have my own room, Michelle's room, and then we just have these chats as a place to kind of just catch up and hang out and just like get to know each other a bit better. And of course, with lives, you could always watch them live. That's always the most fun, in my opinion. But you could 1,000% go back and watch the old ones if you ever want to. No pressure, but you can share with your friends and just kind of share the love. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Oh, hello. Everyone is from Brazil today. That's so cool. Also, what is the weather like where you guys live? Because I can't remember if I mentioned this, but I'm in Toronto, and there has been the most insane heat wave pretty much ever. Like, I do not remember the last time there has been a summer this hot and this beautiful. And like, I'm very, very grateful for it because I love being in the sun. But at the same time, like, it kind of makes me a little nervous because I'll be out on walks and stuff. And then after like an hour and a half, I'm just like so hot. Like, it makes me like feel like I'm going to almost faint, which makes me a little nervous. And then I always bring a bottle at least this size with me on my walks, full of ice. And within like 10 minutes, it's totally melted. And I'm just like, how did that happen so fast? Yeah, there's tons of rooms on Pal Talk. There's so many different themes. Like some people talk about parenting, some people talk about music, some people talk about like love, relationships, just general hanging out. Honestly, no matter what you're interested in, I guarantee there is a room for you just because we have such a huge variety of different people on the app, and everyone has like their own interests, and it's also really cool to kind of explore new things. Like one of my goals for the next month or so is it's like to try new things I've never tried before and just get like interested in topics that I've never really learned about, because I feel like there are literally so many different things out there that we've never been introduced to, and it could really kind of like limit us because you don't know if you could like absolutely love like a sport or a book or a movie unless you've tried it. Like it's easy to assume like, oh, I've never done that, that must mean I hate it. But like you really never know unless you try, if that makes sense. I used to go to the accordion room. That's awesome. Yeah, also, I never really asked you guys, I feel, like, what is your all-time favorite room and why? And are any of you room owners? And like, what's your experience? Like, what do you like? What do you dislike? It's just really helpful for us to know so that we could, make the app the best it could be, because without you, like we wouldn't be who we are, because you're the ones who are using our app and connecting and just making it possible for us to keep doing what we do. And I love all the emojis. I love all the love. Thank you for sending everything over. But yeah, what is your all-time favorite room? Are any of you room owners? I would really love to know in the comments because, I'm nosy. Oh, very cool. And the oldies room. That's awesome. Also, how long have you been on Pal Talk, and how did you discover it? It's also like it's just like a cool way for us to know like how you guys found it and like how other people can find it and just like stay connected and such. Yeah, loving all the emojis. Thank you for showing support. Yeah, it makes us feel loved and appreciated. Also, what's your favorite emoji? I have so many favorites. I feel like the general theme of my favorites is like the nature ones, like the trees and like the flowers and such. But of course, I also really like the heart ones. I like the silly ones. I have tons of different emojis. I feel like it'd be a really fun challenge to have a conversation with a friend, like just using emojis and try to get your conversation across and see if that would help. There was a lady that ran the accordion room. Hi, Samuel. Thank you so much for commenting. Yeah, also I feel like the first half of our chat was very like intense and deep and like open and feelingsy, and now we're just getting like a more like casual vibe, But I like when that happens. It's like really cool, I think. What was I saying? Do any of you guys have any really exciting plans for the week? I would love to hear what they are, if there's anything you're looking forward to. I think it's really important to have just at least like one or two things every single day, even if they're super, super small, just something you look forward to and are excited, to accomplish or excited to do. Like even if your favorite show is on a certain day of the week, just having that to look forward to, I think is like, I don't know, I feel like it just makes the day a lot more exciting because you're like, wow, only like 2 more hours until this exciting thing's going to happen. And it's just like really cool, What else? So today is Monday, and then we will be having our other chat Thursday at 3 Eastern. What that topic will be about, I'm not going to say just yet. You will have to tune in and find out for yourself. I do go to the rooms. That's awesome. And yeah, if you ever have any requests, ideas, anything in regards to upcoming streams, do let us know. Don't be shy. There is no such thing as a bad idea, and we really care about your opinions. One of my goals is to make a jazz album. Oh, I love that goal. Do you have stuff like on YouTube right now? Or even just like anywhere really. It's like a really cool place to kind of just like put your stuff out there and then be seen by like a new group of people. I always say this, but I feel like we're so lucky right now to live in a world with, social media platforms, apps, internet. It just makes it so much easier to kind of put yourself out there and do things that like most of the world wouldn't be able to have done before all this happened. Like people are coming out with companies, brands on social media, and all you really need is an internet connection and the ability to, know how to do tech things. And if you don't know how, it is so easy to learn, again, from the internet. Like, let's say you wanted to create your own app, for example. Like, the opportunities are so endless to educate yourself and learn how to do it. Before like everything was out there, you would have to actually, go to college, university to learn what you wanted to learn. But now there are literally like thousands, millions of online courses that range in affordability. There are free videos on YouTube and such. It is just like, I don't know. I feel so lucky all the time that it's so much easier to learn things. Like if I don't know how to do something, I'll just type in to Google or YouTube. It's like how to do this, how to make this happen. And within like an hour, sometimes even less, I can figure it out. When in the past, that was just like not an option. And I don't know, just stuff like that makes me just feel like really lucky and really grateful. I don't know, I feel like learning really is one of those things that like the opportunities are endless. There's so many amazing things in the world out there that you could learn and that you could try that not everyone was able to do in the past. And I don't know, it's just really cool, I think. Just scrolling through the comments here. I think we're going to start to wrap up in a little bit. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone who took the time out of their day to come hang out. If this time was good for you, please let us know. If a different time would be better, again, let us know. So we are going to be having another little chit chat in my room, which is Michelle's room. I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, I shared a link to it over on Facebook this morning, so you could easily just click that, or you could just go into the app and type in Michelle's room. And yeah, I just think it would be I sometimes I'm in the middle of a sentence and I lose my train of thought or I forget what I'm going to say. But yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you came and hung out there if you want to. And yeah. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm just reading through the comments. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can still comment them even after we're done going live, because I always go through them and see what's up. And again, I really appreciate you taking the time to come hang out. And I will see you all here on live this Thursday in a few days' time at 3 p.m. Eastern. Alrighty. Yeah, I always feel like the ending, I never know how to end it. I just keep going on. But it's also the same at the beginning. I'm kind of a rambler, but I appreciate the quality about myself. It's important to appreciate the quirks. We all do at least one thing that is kind of weird, but hey, it's awesome. Okay, I think we're going to hang up for real right now. Again, thank you so much. I hope you all have an absolutely fabulous, amazing day, and go get your goals done. Go have success. Go do what you want to do. And yeah, I'll talk to you all